All right, so Asics released the Novablast 5, which is one of the best like daily trainer sort of sneakers out there. Shout out to the homie over at Asics that's actually sent this pair over. They don't dictate anything I gotta say about the video or anything. I actually reached out and I said, hey man, I know you don't usually send like these type of sneakers, but can I get a pair of them? And he sent me over them. So much appreciated. But this is a Novablast 5. This is kind of like a Dolphins colorway. I kind of liked it with the orange and then the kind of the mint vibes there. And then I also have the previous version here. So I've tried the Novablast from I think the first one. Now we have the Novablast 5. So it's pretty crazy to see the evolution of these. And they have evolved a lot because this midsole is crazy, crazy soft. So the previous version, the Novablast 4 had FF Blast Plus, and then now this version actually features FF Blast Max. So it is softer, like immediately to the touch. This is harder to squish. This is crazy soft and squishy to the touch. So the fact that they're evolving their super foams and then bringing them to the newer models and stuff, I love it when companies do that. And I like that they changed the branding up a little bit as well. So FF Blast Plus and then FF Blast Max in the 5s. So the Novablast 5 retails at $140, and in my opinion, they fit true to size. I'm a 9.5, the 9.5 fits me perfect. And I literally threw these on the day I got these and I wore these to like a comic book expo, walked around in them all day and they were super comfy. So if you're looking for a comfortable like pair just to be able to wear around, this is definitely in the category of comfort and definitely one of the better ones on the market. Trying these on next to the 4s, I mean, primarily they look very, very similar. The way that the tongue structure is fairly similar. The upper is a little bit more breathable on the 5s. Even the traction pattern looks very similar from the 4 to 5s. But the main difference between these two is this midsole. I love that you have this geometric shape to the midsole. It looks really cool again as well, same as the previous, but it is softer on feet. You still have a nice amount of heel squish and some softness in the 4s as well. It feels pretty snappy, to be honest, and honestly, it may be even a little bit more snappy than these ones do just because of how soft these are. But regardless, they're just incredibly, incredibly soft. Now, I didn't notice a lot more in the heel and then in the forefoot, but you do have a nice amount of foam in the forefoot as well. And something that I like that they kept on both pairs, you have a pull tab on the heel as well as a pull tab on that tongue. Again, the ventilation on this new one is insane. You can literally see through, it's like 2 layers of mesh here, a larger gauge and then a thinner gauge, and then in other areas there's a little bit more added materials. So you have proper ventilation in certain areas. It's thoughtful the way that they put that together. You also do have a lot of ventilation holes on the tongue as well. Now some details about these shoes. They do say that they weigh 9 ounces and the support is neutral, cushion is high, has an 8 mm heel drop. And then for pronation, which is kind of nice that they actually add this in here, it says for neutral and for under pronation. So if you under pronate, then this could be a pair for you. I'm not one that understands the difference, so don't take my advice from any of that stuff, but at least they have information on their site. The details of the shoe say that the midsole and outsole geometry helps produce an energized ride. FF Blast Max cushioning helps create softer landing and even more energized toe off during their training. A tongue wing construction in the upper helps provide the fit while reducing tongue movement. It's complemented by an engineered jacquard mesh upper that offers more stretch and ventilation. For the FF Blast Max cushioning, it says, feel the dynamic bounce and responsive energy return of one of our most energetic midsole foams. And the overall ratings on these are pretty high. 260 ratings give it a 4.7. Overall, everything is excellent. Comfort, quality, width is perfect, and the fit as well. So as a fan of the Novablast 3 and 4, is it worth buying the 5s over the others? In my opinion, yes, unless you can get these at like ultra discount. This is a solid buy at $140. Like, bang for the buck, this is up there with some of my favorite stuff out there. So 2 other pairs that come to mind that I need to do a direct comparison with these is the New Balance Fuel Cell Rebel V4s. Those are incredible. I absolutely love those ones, around the same price points. And then also for around $150, you have the newer Adidas Adizero SL Evo or the Evo SLs. Those are incredible as well at $150. Those are super snappy for running around. I feel like all 3 of those at $140 to $150 is a solid price point. Great amount of comfort, daily usage and stuff, and just all around really good options for your feet. But again, $140 on these I think are pretty incredible. So quick pros about these. The midsole width is a big plus. I love the fact that these are pretty wide and they do have even wider versions as well, but you have a nice amount of width in the heel and the forefoot of the shoe, giving you a nice amount of balance considering how incredibly comfortable they are. And that's the next pro, is the upgraded cushioning is so soft in this comparison to the previous version, which the previous version is very soft as well, but this is next level soft. I feel like this is a great move for myself. I personally like these ones better than the previous version. Big pro in my mind. Also, the fact that these are lightweight, 9 ounces or so, great options for a lightweight shoe under 10 ounces. And then the fact that I already mentioned these are super breathable. That's another big pro. The traction was actually pretty decent as well. In the rain, I ran outside in the rain today in these, so they actually held up pretty nice out there. Now, the only cons that I would mention, and this is just a personal thing for me, I don't love the tongue. I know it's form-fitting, and it definitely doesn't slide when you're wearing these, but for me, it's like harder to get on, and like when you're in a hurry, like it's just difficult to pull the tongue up and just make it fully like secured. It's always bunched up when I put these on, unfortunately, and that's kind of the downside. I don't really love that. It's not unique to this shoe, like a lot of the other shoes, including the New Balance Fuel Cell Rebel B4s have the same thing, same sort of style of tongue. I don't love that. I do like that they have a pull tab on here, but I will say that I don't love the stitching on the inside of the shoe. If you have no-show socks, or if you choose to wear these with no socks just very quickly even, the tag in here kind of rubs on your foot a little bit. I do like the pull tab, but again, it's a little bit of a con because of that. Again, a very minor nuisance, not a big deal if you just wear socks, and if you pull up the tongue, you're good to go and you're locked in, so it does serve its purpose. And the only other cons that I would say is the colorways in general, I don't think do justice for the model. I love the midsole, how it has this geometric shape to it, and it is very, very large as well. But the upper colorways, like this one I kind of like because it's kind of like that one theme, but it's not going to be for everybody. But for the general colorways they have available, I don't love all of them that they have available. Hopefully they'll have some more coming out though for you guys that are interested in the shoe. And again, can't really go wrong with the triple black colorway. I do like the black and kind of like reddish colorway as well. Those ones look pretty nice also. But all in all, what do you guys think about the Novablast 5? I think this is a great upgrade from the previous version. Softer foam for sure, definitely something that's very, very comfortable. Competitive with everything else on the market. I mean, I really like my Fresh Foam X, my Fuel Cell from New Balance. This new foam is incredible, and I feel like this is something that's gonna be like in good competition with everything else that is like soft, responsive, comfortable, lightweight, and so on. So kudos to Asics for bringing out a lot of tech and like a decent pricing for whatever it's worth. Anyways, if you guys are interested in buying the Novablast 5s, I will link them in the description of the video. They should be on screen as well through the video. If anybody wants to use the link on screen, you can do that as well. But appreciate y'all for stopping by and watching. If you guys want to see a comparison between these and some other models, I mentioned too, the other ones out there. But if you have other ones that you think that are a good comparison between these, leave a comment, let me know. If I have them, I will do a video on them. If I don't have them, I'll try to get them. But have a good one. Hopefully see you back on the channel for some more content. All right, peace guys.